45.
45.
50.
Very good. All right. Now, what is this? Count by tens. I think you were a pro at this one. 10. What comes next?
20.
Write it.
1, 5.
What number are you on? 10, so let's see. What's happening with this and this? Turn it around the other way. I see you thinking. You getting it, girl. Turn this one around. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4.
5.
All right, so what's that number?
50.
Get it.
1, 5.
No,
1, 0.
wait a minute. 50 starts with what?
5.
Okay. And then what? Okay. What's after 50?
60.
Get it.
I write 9 this way.
This way. Get that. All right, you did great job. Get that. Get you a sticker and put on it. And then one came off. Is it still sticky?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. You got your little fun page right here. You know what? I just realized something. Say it's not the 21st. Say the 22nd. Okay. Count.
Count by 5 to
Um,
connect the dots.
Okay, so you have to count by fives on this one to make the picture. There's something about water, right? Start at 5.
5, 10, 20, 25. Yeah, that comes up to pretty. 55.
Find it.
What is that? Oh, a bird.
What is it? You know what kind of bird that is? At the seashore? It's a pelican. A pelican. You want to color it? You can color it. Ugh, go over there and get your box of crayons.
What colors are they?
Actually, pelicans are white. So if you want to, you can outline it so you can see it. And then you can color your fish and your sailboat. You want to outline it. You might not be able to see it. Maybe you can outline it in black and then you'll be able to see it. His beak is orange, and his webbed feet you can color orange. And then you can color the water and the little drops there.
Are the feet orange?
Mm-hmm. Color this little pole. This is brown that he's standing on in the water. And color the fish.
What color are the fish? Gray?
You could color them gray. You could color them yellow. Color them orange. Whatever color you like to color them.
Yeah.
Pretty.
Yeah, I need to color that.
Yeah, a couple more fish up there. Look. All right. Color the boat. Color the red.
Red and blue.
Red and blue. And color the water. All of this around here is water. Down here, over there.
I forgot to color under this.
Mm. What are those called?
Things.
Hmm?
I need to color.
Found something on the floor.
All of this is water.
Mm-hmm. Over there meddling. Okay, you're gonna get put up messing with stuff. What you want?
Is that all?
Okay. Very good. Put your crayons up. I'm gonna do something else. I need to get. He's sitting there chasing his tail. You need some attention, man. Hmm. Okay. We're gonna do something else. Look at this. He done took off. Oh well. He took off. Okay. Happy
What does
Friday.
that word say?
That says BLM. That stands for Black Line Master. It's part of the math book. So your little fun sheets help you do your math. Okay, go get me a whiteboard off the refrigerator. Can you reach it? I don't know what happened. I cleaned up. That's what happened. I took the rest of them back upstairs. Hey.
Follow me.
He's following you. Okay. All right. He ate the orange. That's why he's standing over here. He trying to get the oranges. He think he's slick. All right. Let's see. Write down the number 123. Let me see. Write that number down. 123. 123. Not okay. I see. Don't write it out. Write 123. I know what you're doing, but that's okay. We're not doing expensive form yet.
Like that. He's looking the floor.
What? 123, right? You're trying to get the oranges. Okay, make me 123. How many hundreds?
100.
That 100. Okay, what's next? 20. Where are 20s? How many is that?
2.
2 10s equals 20, right? Okay, what do we have left?
3.
Okay, show me 3. Okay, that's 123. This is what you were trying to do. Look. 100 plus 20 plus 3 equals. Write the number. What does it equal?
100.
Write it down after the equals. Let's see, you get the concept because that's what you were trying to write.
Here?
1 All right. Okay. Show me. Write this number down. 300. 368.
Now what?
368. Okay. Show me 368.
Is this 60?
What is that called? What are those?
Hundreds.
Okay. So how many hundreds do you need? You have one. How many do you need?
3.
Okay, so stack them up. 200. 300. What's next? We need 60. How many do you have? You have 20.
Okay. I need 3 and 3.
Very good. $60, and then you need 8. How many do you have already?
I have 3.
So how many more do you need to make 8?
5.
Okay, get 5 more out. Look at you. All right, how many do you have? Count them out.
1.
How many hundred? How many hundreds? Because each one of those is 300.
368.
Okay. Can you write out for me in the expanded form 368? Can you write this number out the long way? Can you write 300 plus equals? You got to fill in the blanks.
Okay.
Write 300. Here, you use the bigger one. Write it out.
3.
How you write 300? Make a 3. $300. 300.
6. 3 and 0.
3 and 0 and
3.
no, not 33. 300. 300.
0.
0. Okay, 0. 0 again. And then plus. What else?
Equals
Plus what? 60. So 6. 60. Plus.
80.
Is that 80 or is that
8.
8? Equals. What does this equal? 368. You write that down right there after the equals? Is it gonna fit right there? And you squeeze it in there.
Like 6.
Mm-hmm. Okay. You did it. Expanded form. What is this?
3.
No, what did I just say this was?
300.
What is it called?
Uh,
E- expanded form.
expanded form.
Expanded form. Okay? Because you're going to be learning what that means, and you'll have some work like this. And it'll say, write an expanded form. That's how you make a number like this look like this so you can read it. Okay, let's erase this.
Stop. Not coming in. Get it. No more bones for you.
Okay. Hold the marker.
Ooh.
Write some numbers. Needs practice. Okay, write for me 781. Look at your 7. No, because you're left-handed. You have a tendency to keep doing that, but you'll get it. You just did the same thing this way. Make it go to the left. 81.
Oops.
Okay. Show me 781.
Get some.
How many do you have now? You have 3. So you have 7. 4.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6,
That's a really big number.
7.
Okay.
Now what?
80. How many do you have? 10.
6.
So that is 60, right? We need 80. And how many ones do we need?
1.
Okay, show me 1, 1. Okay. Now can you write out an expanded form? 700 plus 80 plus 1? Can you do that?
Like
700.
7, 0, 0.
Yes. Plus. Shh. Stop running. Plus what? 80. What is this?
8,
Is this 80 or is this 800?
800.
Okay, and what are you supposed to be writing? 80. Well, they just messing you up. 80. You don't have to stop playing because she's trying to concentrate.
8,
Plus what?
1,
Mm-hmm. Plus 1. Put a plus. You put your plus. Here. I like that 1. We're going to turn that 1 into a plus. Okay. Equals. Can you write the number for me? What does it equal?
7.
Write it.
Like 700.
Mm-hmm. 7, not 700.
Okay. Wait.
Make it a 7. Take your time.
Is this?
All right. Okay. Very good. Let me see this. Okay, look at this number. What is this place value? Ones,
2,
tens,
and 100.
and
30.
what comes after the hundreds? You remember that one? That one's a new one.
Thousand.
Thousands. So this is the number you're going to make. Let's read this number. 1,111. Say it again. 1,111. Okay. Now we need to make that number. So how many do we have right here? 700. We need 1,000. Show me 1,000.
Get 3 more. Okay.
7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So you got 4 more. Okay, that's 1,000. Wait a minute. Did I mess up? You were right. I'm thinking 11. You were right. Okay. I said 11 and I was thinking 11. You said 3 more. You were right. So, this is 1,000. Now what do we need?
100.
100. Okay. So,
Get
how many? You can take these away. You're right. You can take these away because 2 ways we can do this. 100. And then, wait a minute. What's next? 11. So how do we make 11? How many do we need to make 11?
1.
Okay, get 1. Get it. Get your 10 right. And how many ones do we need?
2.
How many ones do we need?
1.
1. And what do you have on the table? You have 1 on the table. So, because we don't have the whole thousands cubed. So, 1,111. Let's write that out. This is a long, I'll write this one out. 1, 0, 0, 0. Plus. You're so right. I'm glad you caught that. 1,000 plus 100 plus 11. See?
100.
1,000 plus 100 plus 11 equals 1,111. Okay, let's see. What if I take this? What do we have now? What is this?
2,000.
2 what? Yay, give me 5 on that. All right, 2,000. Look at you. 2,000. 2,000. No hundreds and 11. That number is this number. 2,000. No hundreds, which would be a 0, and 11. See that? Just playing with numbers. This pretty easy, huh? They just get bigger and bigger. What if we had 10 more of these? How many thousands will we have? 1, 2.
3.
Yep. What if we had 5 of them?
5.
5 what?
100.
How many is this? 5?
30. 1,000.
1,000. Yeah. It'd be 5,000. Okay. We can put these up. Ooh. Uh-oh. What's the phone?
Oh, get that.
You gonna get it? Well, if y'all don't have anything else to do math with, these are so multi-purpose that you can get a set of these and do a whole lot with them. Okay. Here, put the top on this and then erase the board. When you're done with that, I'm gonna do something else. Oh. But I'm gonna end this because it is a little bit long. I wasn't intending on it, but somebody may be interested. I don't know. You guys have to let me know if you like stuff like this, if you want to see more live homeschooling, what you want to see, how I teach something. I always try to make it like in a game form versus just in a book or on a worksheet first, because this they grasp concrete, and then you go back to, okay, remember we did this here, and they see it on the paper and they can interpret it because they've also used the whiteboard. So combination, that works. Same thing I showed you with the reading. They wrote the words down from a sentence down the list, and they read each word, and then they read it in a sentence. So it works. It's a lot quicker and less frustrating and more fun. All right, and I think all the books upstairs, so I gotta go get the books. You wanna go get your chapstick for your lips? Some chapstick, put on your lips. So yeah, everybody else has done math, and I have to pull her aside every day to do some things like this to one on one. So I like to, this is kind of realistic. What, 40 minutes? Um, just work on some stuff to, introduce concepts, sharpen her skills and stuff like that. Because if not, um, she will be forgotten. Not, I don't mean to say that in a bad way, but because she's so quiet, she'll just, um, everybody has one like that. But I really have to really help her. She's still not independent yet. It's gonna be a little bit, and so I have to make sure to help her. Zai is really just 5, so she would just be starting school. So she really, even though she's been homeschooling for a few years, she really doesn't um, need that much help to where it really, really matters, if that makes a little more sense. This one is actually school age, so I have to actually make sure I am doing what I need to do with her to get her straight. And so, same thing, I do the same thing with reading. If it's not just her, or not both of them, it's just her, I'll spend about this amount of time and we'll work on reading. I'm pointing out blends, digraphs, trigraphs, and all that kind of stuff. May I help you?
Uh,
Did you put your stuff? Okay. Being nosy. Just nosy. So, yeah. I don't think there's anything else I want to say on this. But, she's gonna do some work on her in her reading, her McGuffies, and her writing. What else? Writing. It takes time. How old are you? She'll be 7 the end of the next month. She's still, and a lot of the main reason why I still work on her with making her write the numbers versus me, because she's still in that stage where she will write the numbers backwards. And so if you have kids like that, and you just keep, and it just seems like they just don't get it, eventually they will get it. It will stop. And I do notice that sometimes for a lefty, they tend to do it a little more. And it's because they're trying to do what you do, and it just doesn't work. But eventually they get it. So I make sure to have her, plenty of time just writing the numbers. You got your little chapstick on you. You're going to put your orange peel in the trash. And stuff. All right. So, yeah. So, repetition is basically what I'm saying. And that's what happens in their math book. They get a lot of repetition. They get a lot of taking notes. All right. You can go. They get a lot of practice writing out the number of words. And I really like that. Some people kind of take that and not really pay attention. But when other kids were working in their math book, I would point out to them at the bottom of the page, page number would be written in expanded form. So I always pointed that out so that when they got to that, they would understand what that meant, and it really, really helped. So that's why I kind of, play this little game with her to help her. Hey, Sally, come lately. Are you coming to work? I bet you gonna say no, Ralph. Look what Leah did. Are you coming to work? See, she missed the whole thing. Oh, but see, you want to do that. See, she did some fun stuff. She did some fun stuff. So yeah, I sometimes she won't do the pages, but if I do the stuff like this, she'll do it. So she soaks stuff up in a different way. That's why I pull out my little tricks with her. What you have? Anyway, I'm gonna go in here and let me see. Is it on here? No, it's not on this page because these are actually my masters. If you guys remember me showing you guys last year, I think, or a year before, something like that, the purposeful design math. This is I told you guys I have the teacher's manual. I did not pay the $90 for the manual. I did the download. And so everything comes, the lessons, I get all kind of extra sheets and all kind of stuff. I mean, there's no way that a child could not get through that math with all the stuff that comes with it. But this is something, and I couldn't show you guys that because it's, for one, I showed you a lot of the book, but I told you I couldn't really because of the copyright. But eventually I'm gonna show you guys a little bit of what that is. It's worth every bit. Even if you didn't get the download and you paid the $90, it's worth it because it's laid out. It tells you step by step how to teach it, what you need, stuff like this. It just breaks it down. And it gives you so many games and things for them to do. So any, whether it's hands-on or visual or, whatever, it will reach every child, however they learn. So that's what I loved about it. And the book is so big, you can stretch it 2 years because it's so big. So I don't necessarily I didn't go by grade when I picked it up because I knew, but the stuff in it is so broad. You just use it to your advantage however you want. So if I got a 5-year-old, this is great too. She's doing this when she does it, mind you. But something else I'm gonna have them do is graphing, and it's a page where they have to go in the cabinets, or they're gonna go in our pantry actually, and they're gonna graph. We don't have too many canvas, but we do have enough for them. So they're going to graph like how many beans, how many fruits, how many I don't know, tomato sauces I think I saw in there. And so at least if they get one or two, they'll understand more because they have learned a little bit about graphing, but that's an excellent way to math. They don't even think it's math. They just, oh, we get to color something and we get to go in the pantry. So, and that stuff, you don't need a worksheet to do that. You can make that up yourself. But that is one of the concepts they need to know. Ooh, look at that blur. Is that dirty? What does that mean? Figure out. That's the camera coming off like that. What you doing? You playing with clay? We gonna make some lunch. You guys want some lunch? Let's see. I don't know what I'm gonna make you. Today is Friday. What's Friday? Is it fish day? It's fish night. You gotta have lunch first. You know what's looking a little what's happening to the art center? The little art cart. What happened to it? What's going on over there? Oh, you don't even want to look over there. What is all of that? What happened with the papers? It's just looking a little out of sorts. That's a tad bit untidy, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. We're gonna have to get control of that.
Why do you even get it?
Hmm.
Why do you even get it?
Why do I even get it?
And we don't have any more blank paper in there.
I have the blank paper. You don't have any more in the sorter. You don't have any more blank paper. But you have your book, right? You have your sketchbook or your art book, and that has blank paper in it, right? All right. So we don't go
You
K
never
12
let
through
us use
K 12.
markers.
You can use the markers. You mean K 12 the online program? Because I know there's a K 12 online homeschool. And if that's what you mean, no, we don't use online homeschool. But if we're homeschooling K 12, yeah. Now, is she in K? No, because she's been doing this for a couple years now. She's not kindergarten level anymore. She was kindergarten level when she was 3. Yeah, somewhere 3, 4, and she is far beyond that. And last year she mainly did first grade. So right now she's like a first, second grade. Not really, she can do second grade, but I don't put grade labels on them really. But would I put her in a second grade classroom in a public school? No. Have I done that to a kindergartner? Yes, I have. I don't know. She might. It would depend. I would have to put her in the class first and just see. I don't think I can flat out say no, but it would have to be a reason. The same reason why I did it before. I had to take her out of kindergarten because it wasn't. She was too advanced, and that was in San Joaquin County, and I had to do a lot of that on my own because they were not trying to help me do anything. The child was literally bored, and I was frustrated because I didn't know what to do. And I eventually took her out of school after a week or something, because it wasn't working. K-12 to homeschooling, I don't like it, but it's a start. Yeah, yeah, I have heard about K-12. I have my reserves about the online programs, and yeah, a lot of people say stuff about the teachers not being consistent, not being available, stuff like that. And my thing with the online is it's online. If they're in a place where bad weather or there's no connection, there's no class. And, that could go on for a day, 2 days, and then your child is not getting any schooling. So I don't trust anything online for school. I'm just lesson plan, none of that. Online, anything. I don't know why people are so, like online's not going anywhere. Well, temporarily it could. And I don't even like to put my work online because, you can lose stuff. But, I understand the concept behind it. It is a good concept behind it, and it is very helpful. It's just not my jam. It's like I'm going through the same stuff I did in the schools regarding the IEP. Yeah, unless you can remember, you can get the IEP modified. So if you're finding some things, you're working through the IEP, and every quarter, every semester, the beginning of the year, and the end of the year. So September, May, those IEPs are supposed to be evaluated. So he should be coming up on one, and then everything you have observed from September to May, things that you need to change, that's what you need to be making changes on. And you go back in there and say, this is what I would like to change. The teacher didn't know. Yeah, that's a records issue. Um, they should know. Yeah, they should know. Every teacher should know. That's something we get in the summertime when the kids come. We have to know who's under IEPs and have to, study that stuff, because we get in trouble. Kids come in there and we thinking they acting, whatever, and they're under IEP. We get in trouble for that. I know in our schools we did. So, yeah, sometimes you just have to make that known, because some people are new. Some people don't read the child's records like they should. It is hard. I can't say that dealing with a whole classroom full of kids. Some kids are just known. They go through and everybody knows them because they are constantly, like if they're a behavior child, everybody know that child was their IEP every year. So, but yeah, every now and then some of them will kind of slip through, but just stay on it, and hopefully his needs will get met. I cried. I'll be doing things traditionally, but I'll have time. I had to get him home. Yeah, it can be quite difficult. But like I said, keep in mind that you can amend things and you can get help. He's at home, but you qualify for help. So if he needs any kind of specialist or anything, I know it does go according to the district. And if you push it, because you have that power, they won't tell you, but you have that power. Certain districts may not have the funding, and that's why so many special needs kids don't get their needs met, because they don't have the funding. But if, as the parent, if you push it, you can move that child out of the district because they can't help that child, and you can prove it, or they have to hire somebody outside of the district to come in and help them. And because he's at home, they do come into the home and do whatever you need. And that's just how it works. But again, a lot of parents don't know that. They don't know how much help they can get with the child under IEP. They just think it's, the school say they need this, do this, and that's it. And that's why a lot of people don't take it, because they feel that it's putting them in a box when really it's not. It's more helpful than anything, because you get to the top of the list in all kinds of stuff. Whereas if you had done it on your own and you had to pay for it, you'd be out of luck. And then if you have to pay for it, it's just sad to say most parents will not come off the money because they don't have it. And it's like, you could have just let the school do that. Just swallow your pride, take the help. That's hindering a child. I don't take the help. If one person can't help you, go to the next person and keep going until you get your answers. So, what are y'all doing? I've been going in circles so long. Yeah, like I said, go to the district and see what the district can do. And you can try other school district that is going to involve, but because he's homeschooled, it's a little easier because you don't have to go anywhere, but it'll involve a little more. Say, look, you can point me to somewhere else because this is not, it's not helping. Start writing some letters, write your representatives and stuff like that, because they need to know stuff like that. And a lot of people don't take the time to reach out. They just, go without the help when the funding is there. It's there somewhere. I'm paying my taxes. So somebody getting my taxes. My kids not benefiting. We had that in Stockton for my older son, and it was amazing. The teacher came to him. Yeah, out here. I sent emails. Yeah, San Joaquin County. It was so cool homeschooling out there. Um, Man, I miss it. I miss it. Just the resources alone were just amazing. And the support, it was just wow. But, yeah, I had no idea really, and they didn't, at first they kind of not really understood, because we had a kindergarten child. So it was like, what do you do with a kindergartner? It's just sitting there and it's like pulling teeth to get her to even go to school, and she already knew all this stuff. And I'm like, look, the child know how to read chapter books, okay? You can't expect her to sit here and learn some ABCs. She's not gonna do that. But I had my hands full, and I just was really like had got her to the point in homeschooling where I figured, okay, let me just put her over here, and I don't know what I was doing. So spring break is about to be 2 weeks. Sure. Yeah. That ought to be fun. Get in there and do some cooking, do some fun stuff. Do some fun stuff for spring break. Yep, give them a little break. Play some board games and stuff like that. I'm not many people. Everybody is so into the technology and stuff like that. Get outside. Do something memorable. Do a project or something so y'all can have some fun. In fact, we have a project we need to get to. We do. And we need to get to these library books. They already been renewed twice. I can't renew them anymore. So, we have to read the book, Si. Why are you looking like that? You gotta finish reading the library books. You go to the library?
Yes.
Yes? Okay. We have 21 books we need to take back. And I think we still have about 7 of them we need to read or study or something. Because who do we learn? We have another artist book. We have another artist.
What?
Who did we learn about this time? What was that artist's name? How did you scrape yourself?
I don't know.
Oh. What was the artist's name we learned about?
I know.
On the wall. Remember I bought the painting? Who was that man? Layla knows who it is. Who was the man on the wall?
I know.
You do know.
No, I don't. I forgot his name.
Jacob Lawrence. And so we have another artist we need to cover. And I do not want to have to check that book out again. So, yeah. We must read it. So, yeah. Let me get in here and get off because these kids are about to, they want some lunch. Yeah.
You said,
What?
you said we have to get over by the bus.
I didn't say you had to get up and ride no bike. You just want to go ride the bike. You have to wait. Your whole life is not riding bikes now, even though I know you want to. I need to do some things myself. So we'll see if we can get in a few minutes. We can't spend all day out there, even though I know you want to. So yeah, I am in the dining room, as y'all can tell, but glimpse of. So, yep, that's what I did. Whew. What? Anyway, so you guys have to tell me if this type of, this live homeschooling. I know it's been helpful because I still get comments on, are you gonna do some more live homeschooling? Because I used to do that with all the kids, and we still do it. And I'm showing you, but it's a little different because they're a little more independent, the older ones, and it's not as busy. Put it back on the clock. But I can still show you. Like if you want to see me teaching a specific concept or something like that or whatever, I can still do it. But there's always the vlogs, and it's really not that much different in the vlogs. Keep me posted on your on a situation, and like I said, don't give up. Don't give up. Just keep reaching out, and eventually you will get your help and your answers that you need, to where it's satisfactory. Bye. I know two birthdays from homeschool mom. Gonna send them to your channel. Okay.
Okay.
Let them know to mention you so that I know who they are. Take care and go enjoy those kids, girl. What else I was gonna say? I was watching you clean up this morning. That's what I got up and watched real quick. You was doing your little deep cleaning in the dining room and stuff. So you go, girl.